My name is Matthew Nugent. I'm one of the co-founders of Nobleus, Nobleus.com. We're a tech company, and we're founded by freedom-loving Americans, and I'm glad to be here with you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Matt. So you've chatted with a few of us at the booth. So what do you think about the booth and the message?
Well, the booth is fantastic. It's very first class. And the message of remove the CCP because it's a totalitarian group. There are millions of Americans who understand that. And I'm proud to be here with you, Rachel, in this fight against totalitarianism.
Thank you so much for your support. So I know you have, I introduced you for two titles. One is a former West Point officer, okay? So I think you probably would know a lot of things about China, about the communism, more than average America. So tell us, what's your view on the Chinese Communist Party?
Well, if you just look at the death toll, China's biggest enemy, it seems, is its own people. Tens of millions, I've heard anywhere from 50 million to over 100 million of their own people, and that's how totalitarianism works. It's you can follow or you can take the bullet, and or even more vicious means to take someone's life. So a lot of Americans get that, not enough do. We see the social scores coming actually already here in the United States. It's manifested in different ways, social credit scores. I'm familiar with the fact that China is using gold, as it were, to coerce American business. Part of what we're doing at Nobleus is to empower freedom-loving people to give them more financial independence so they can fight against these things.
Give me more details. Tell me more how you're going about to do that.
Well, first, it's important to understand that mainstream media, big tech, and big business are what I call the three-headed beast that have been fueling the rotten corruption in the United States. We give pretty much anybody access to our technology. We compete directly against Shopify, okay? And by providing fully stocked online stores, regardless of someone's political affiliation here in the United States, we are giving an avenue for someone to prosper, okay? If you look at, Facebook, they'll cancel you. A friend of mine who had a 7-figure business through Shopify, they didn't like what he said, so they cut him off just like that. No reparations or repercussions. He and his family were out of significant income. We won't do that.
So are you surprised to see those things, the censorship, like happening this kind of a level in the United States? This is a land of freedom. Everybody enjoy their First Amendment right.
Well, land can't remain free if it's not the home of the brave. And over the past, I'd say 3-4 years, it seems there's been a surge against our individual sovereignty and our freedoms. So I am very shocked. And there are millions of veterans who are just like me in the United States who took an oath to support and defend the Constitution. And even though they finished their service honorably, their oath to support and defend the Constitution did not end. So a lot of Americans, millions, are being awoken and engaged, and not just veterans, mind you. And so by being with you here today, Rachel, the fight for freedom is one that knows no political boundaries or government boundaries. So kind of the enemy of my enemies.
How do you prevent those kind of influence from the Chinese Communist Party as a business leader in your community, as an entrepreneur, as a startup company? How do you prevent them reaching out to you?
Excellent question. So right now we're a startup. God willing, there will be a time when we'll be a multi-billion-dollar business, and we anticipate those attacks. We have developed through some brilliant people who in our IT portion of our business. Not my expertise, but we know they're a world-class organization. So tech-wise, we expect the attacks, and we're prepared for that. In terms of where we'll be 3 to 5 years from now, what you're asking, we've had those conversations, and the part of it is we bring on people, leaders, and venture capital money. We want to make sure, and we're intentional, that they understand values, share our values, and we have found great people who are engaged, who are just incensed to participate in what we're doing. We were founded by 4 West Point officers who teamed up with some great American patriots who are entrepreneurs. That's who we are.